Have you got trance balls?
I don't know. Do I have trance balls?
I think you do.
I tried to think of something funny there and failed.
No, I quite like your trance balls.
Allaby Bedders in bits. Welcome to In Bits with Allaby Bedders from Ideal Noise Studios in London. I'm Matt Allaby.
I'm Bedders.
Hiya, Mark. How are you, mate?
Very well, mate.
Here we are again.
Very well.
There is one thing I would like to just get out of the way to begin with.
Already? Are we already having an open forum?
I don't know if you've... I don't know. I've listened to the last couple of podcasts we've done.
Yeah. Did you listen to them?
I did listen to them.
Did anyone else?
Plenty of listens, but we got 50. I think we got 57 fans.
Like, seriously, guys, if you're listening, stop fucking about and actually press follow because it's getting embarrassing now.
Yeah, maybe follow us. And also, this podcast is available now at podbean.com. The links will be in the post. So, you know, if you don't have SoundCloud or anything like that, you can find us on Podbean.
Yeah. Also, if you've got anything to write on the comments below the SoundCloud link.
That is true as well. We do need more comments. We need some effort from any of you who are actually listening. Because if 57 people love this podcast...
One person wrote something, it's fucking
57
rubbish.
of you should give us a question or a comment or something that we can read out.
If you listen to this, you have to write something. That's the rule.
Tell us that we're twats.
Yeah.
Just anything.
Absolute pricks. We are pricks.
Anyway, I wanted to say this because
Go on.
I'm thinking most people listening to this will listen to us thinking they're a couple of absolute buffoons.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to maybe suggest that, you know, we're actually quite good at playing music.
Yeah.
I mean,
we are.
You know, we're pretty good at our job. So if anyone out there would like to book Allaby Bedders.
Yeah. I also do kids' parties, so...
Right, I'm going to stay away from that one.
We've both got kids. It's fine.
I don't do kids' parties.
Look, we've both got kids. That is a fine comment to make.
Anyway, Noisily Festival. Let's just get straight to it.
Noisily.
The lineup came out, and who's on it, Mark?
Oh, okay. You're referring to a little group, a little act called Allaby Bedders.
There we go.
Yeah, we're playing. That's exciting. What significance does... What is significant about the day that we are playing?
Is that my birthday?
Is it your birthday? What's happening on that day?
Is the Sunday my birthday?
Yeah,
I don't know. I haven't looked.
Well, I don't fucking know. You told me.
Well, we're playing on the Sunday.
Yeah, I thought that was your 40th birthday.
I don't know. Well, it's my 40th birthday.
I've just revealed that, by the way, ladies. Big one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Matthew's going to be 40 years old when we play at Noisily.
All right, don't rub it in.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a great day.
It can't be a better birthday party than
that. Mate, that
really,
literally can't be a better birthday.
It's the best party in England, I think, right now, isn't it? Or it's up there anyway. And to honour that, the next podcast, we're going to put together a Noisily special.
Indeed we are.
So we're going to be playing all music from artists who are playing at Noisily, and there's some absolute killers.
Mate, it's going to be huge. Shall I name a few?
Name a few of the people on the lineup, yeah.
Okay.
Just a few, not the whole lineup.
Okay. Okay, so the guy that we played on the last podcast, Patrice Baumel.
Brilliant.
Incredible.
My favourite techno artist at the moment.
Tristan, bit of Tristan.
Trizzle.
Lovely, Trizzle. Bit Perfect Stranger. Quiver, Techno Magic. Leon's playing Avalon, fantastic. Kynes, Swiss Techno Magic. Dinox and Becker's great, yeah, great.
We might be playing a little bit of Dinox and Becker's later on in this show.
Your man John 00 Fleming, I guess one of the sort of, probably the most sort of famous...
Don of the progressive trance scene, absolutely.
Legend there. Jimmy Monroe.
The God.
James Monroe.
We're all big fans of Jimmy Monroe.
Honestly, one of my favourite humans and artists. He will be playing in different forms across the Noisily stages.
Solid, brilliant lineup.
Sexy.
All right, let's kick off the show with a bit of music, shall we? So what are we playing, Mark? Because the first track always sets the tone. So let's we're going to set the tone fairly techie on this one. I think.
Well, I think you and I both love our techers. So I mean, as we've just discussed, Noisily, I think we'll go with, for me, one of the best performances I've seen at Noisily from the lovely and amazing and talented Anna. This track is entitled Hidden Beauties.
It's ridiculous.
All right, you're listening to In Bits with Allaby Bedders. Lovely. You all right?
Yeah, so we were having movie night the other night, Mark.
Yeah.
And at home, and we watched The Disaster Artist. Have you seen this film?
I haven't. The Disaster Artist.
Yes.
Or the Disaster.
Disaster.
The Disaster
if you're from the
Artist.
north.
Yeah.
And it's an Oscar-nominated, I believe, film.
I haven't really got on board with the whole Oscar thing recently, so I need to know what's out there. So tell me.
Well, it's based on I think a lot of people listening might know what this is. It's based on a cult sort of classic, and it's the making of. So it's the story of how this film got made.
Yes, okay, so it's got James Franco, right?
That's right.
Yeah, I know
Playing the
exactly.
weirdest man you've ever seen
No,
in
I
your
know.
life.
I've heard about this movie, yeah.
Brilliant.
Okay,
so it's generally considered the worst film. Have you seen any of the clips of the actual real film that they based their film on?
No,
The
I
original.
haven't. No.
I don't
No.
recommend watching the whole film because it is shit.
It's the worst film ever made.
It's not. I don't know if it is, but it's cult shit. Like, it's brilliantly shit.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I've heard about this. The worst.
I'll just play you one little clip from it now, and it stars the man who directed and wrote it, Tommy Wiseau.
Hi.
Can I help you?
Yeah, can I have a dozen red roses, please?
Oh, hi, Johnny. I didn't know it was you. Here you go.
That's me. How much is it?
It'll be $18.
Here you go. Keep the change. Hi, doggy.
You're my favorite customer.
Thanks a lot. Bye.
Bye-bye.
I was working as a busboy in a hotel, and
Most of the film is like that.
Yeah.
It's basically a very strange man.
The thing is, I've never seen him before, and obviously I've got no context, but he sounds a bit...
He looks quite a lot like a man that I used to run a trance night with.
Are you going to name names?
No.
Does he talk like him?
No. But they both speak with a strange accent, let's just say that.
Does he talk like this a lot?
This man, the actual man here who you see, Tommy Wiseau, claims he's from New Orleans.
Narlands.
Narlands.
Narlands?
No, his accent's very strange for a Narlands man.
Yeah. Old Franco didn't nail that one, did he?
No, it's not. He nailed it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, this
Okay.
guy just sounds very weird. It sounds like some Eastern European, it's a very strange, hard to spot.
What's weird
kind of
about
accent.
Eastern Europeans?
Nothing weird about that.
Okay,
just
checking.
saying. This
Sorry.
man
Sorry, listeners.
saying
if
he's
you're-
from New Orleans. It's very, very strange.
Hello, I am from New Orleans.
Exactly. It's like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's exactly like that.
What part of New Orleans are you from? From a small part around the corner.
Other claims that he makes in the James Franco movie is that he's something like 27 years old.
Really?
Or something like that, like some ridiculous claim.
And he's clearly 43.
He's clearly like
Yeah.
in his mid to late 40s.
Yeah.
And also, he's just got limitless amounts of cash, and no one knows where it comes from. He's able to pay like $3 or $4 million to make the shittest film ever.
Right.
It is great. It's a
And
good
there's
watch.
there's no answer as to where that money comes from.
No answer, and they still don't know to this day.
Right.
He's very secretive, but fascinating character.
Yeah.
So anyway, the point of this was basically the film that he made for this a young boy who he met in theatre school.
Young boy.
Well, a younger man than him
Okay.
who became his friend, and he thought, let's write a movie and we'll both star in it.
Yeah.
And in the film, this man is called Mark. The character is called Mark.
Hey, that's what you thought of me.
Well, I just thought it might be fun. What I was thinking is, Mark, maybe I'll put together a bit of a soundboard and we'll see how it goes in
Ooh.
terms of we can add to it maybe month to month.
Have you made a soundboard now?
I did make a soundboard.
You made a soundboard?
Yeah.
Right, my preparation is really shit. If you can hear... That's my preparation.
Sure.
So...
But I have technology at my fingertips, Mark.
You do. Fuck's sake.
So, for example, just let's see how this might work, this soundboard, yeah?
made a soundboard.
Well, I've made it just out of cuts from this film. So maybe just, what did you have for breakfast, Mark?
I had porridge.
what a story, Mark.
That's marvellous.
Yeah.
To be fair, just so you know, at work, the common thing that people say to me is
Yeah.
"cool story, bro."
I'm so happy I have you as my best friend.
Is that what you say to me?
Don't get angry with me, Mark.
You're making me furious.
Chill out, Mark. I'm just trying to help.
So anyway, there's a couple of little snippets there.
This is great.
Yeah. So
we're having a laugh.
There's more to come.
Oh, good times.
All right, let's play a track, Mark. What are we going to play?
This is MVMB on Iboga Records. It's
Lovely.
Martin Weiss and Mr. Burnell. The
them.
track is called Existence. It is a monster. Yeah, huge. Enjoy.
Let's have it.
Hey guys, I'm here to bring you an important message. I want to talk about climate change. Corporations around the world are burning stuff and making bad gas. It's making the world really hot. 85% of the world's population is suffering unbearable temperatures. An area the size of Australia disappears into the ocean every day. Only the other day when I was in Iceland, I saw a man punch a baby seal right in the face. It's a real shit show out there. Anyway, guys, I need to jump on board my next flight. I'm flying over to Goa. 14th flight this month. See you on the dance floor. Let's blast. What? No business class? Oh, for fuck's sake. Better have a window seat.
And now it's time for the news.
And now the news with Bedders.
What's the news, Bedders?
Well, I mean, right, so, you know, you and I both play electronic music, yeah?
That's true.
We're both fans of the form
Love it.
of electronic music. Now, for me, one of the meccas of electronic music, apart from Berlin, before you go down that route, would be the magical Balearic island of Ibiza.
I've never been there.
Have you never been to Ibiza?
I've never been there.
Okay. So what do you think of if you think of Ibiza? Like,
I think of English people
yeah,
getting wasted.
yeah,
But there's also, I've been reliably told that there is a beautiful other part of the island.
yeah, exactly.
Which is
exactly.
a bit more hippie, a bit more, you know, maybe our scene.
Yeah, 100%. There's many sides to Ibiza. I lived there myself. I was lucky enough to live there in 2001.
Very nice.
Old enough.
How long were you there for?
I was there for about 8-9 months.
Excellent.
Yeah,
So
lived
enough
there.
time to sort of get the feel of the place.
Yeah, had a great, 21 years old, lived there on the island, did various jobs like selling jewellery in clubs. I was candy
That's
boy.
what you do at 21.
Yeah, sold jewellery in clubs. One of the jobs I had was working in a famous club night called Manumission. You heard of it, yeah? And I was Candy Boy, and my girlfriend at the time was Candy Girl.
Okay, hang on a minute. Just
Yeah,
hold
I haven't
right
told you
there.
that part, have I?
No.
Yeah.
So you just said I was Candy Boy.
Yeah.
So what does that mean exactly?
So
is
basically,
that your stage name, or is that?
yeah. So
Or are
basically,
you selling candy?
So basically, the people that ran Manumission met myself and my girlfriend at the time, and we basically had to dress up. I had to wear, well, she, more to the point, got to wear French sort of underwear-y type stuff and be all sexy and throw sweets out to the crowd.
Very nice.
I had to wear pink hot pants.
Oh my god.
And a cowboy hat. And I threw.
Did you have a sign that said Candy Boy?
No, I didn't. But I had to throw sweets out to the crowd from a podium.
No, it's worse than I
Oh,
thought.
it was so. I mean, nothing wrong with that, you know. But
Sure.
It was.
Well-
it was quite camp, considering I'm a straight man. Anyway, yeah. So that was one of my jobs in Ibiza.
Okay.
But anyway, listen, Ibiza for me means a lot. One day I'd like to retire there, and it's a magical place. But anyway, lots of legendary people have played in Ibiza, man.
Absolutely. All the legends.
Yeah, to name a few: Carl Cox,
Sure.
Sven Väth,
Mhm.
as the Germans pronounce it. Now, Matt, here's the big news.
Yeah.
Paris Hilton,
DJ Paris Hilton.
DJ Paris Hilton,
Okay.
which she obviously is best known for. She has actually announced that she's going to be packing up her pre-recorded sets and finishing her residency at Amnesia in Ibiza.
Oh no. Now,
Please don't let that happen.
Is this caused an uproar?
Yeah, locals are sort of gathering at the airport.
So
as we
hang on,
speak.
she had a residency.
So yeah, Paris Hilton had a residency. Now for me, Ibiza obviously has its special meaning. So 7-hour sets from Carl Cox on the terrace at Space.
Sure, Richie Houghton,
all these fucking amazing guys. Hilton, she turned it into a bit of a Hollywood show with the red carpet and what have you.
Mm-hmm.
She's decided to hang up her
The headphones?
pink diamond encrusted headphones, and she's given this press statement. I would like to thank. Should I do it in that voice or what voice?
I don't know.
I would like to. That one.
Do the first one again.
I would like to thank.
Do the second one again.
I would like to thank.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, good. I'd like to thank my fans for their loyalty. We've lived 5 wonderful years in Ibiza, a very special place for me, but that is over now. Ibiza has a... Sorry, I can't even
Just do it normally.
Yeah. Ibiza is a magical land. I've been coming here since I was a teenager.
Okay.
I feel like if I were an island, I would be Ibiza.
That's beautiful.
Yeah? Very
Yeah.
deep.
I like it.
It's fun.
Multi-layered.
Yeah. Multi-layered, right. So this is why Paris Hilton would be Ibiza.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? It's fun. It's... Right.
It's fun.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's like a...
Tick.
This
Fun.
This is Paris Hilton's Tinder profile.
Okay.
I'm fun.
Yeah.
The energy, the music, the people. She also said she'd be releasing a deep house and techno pop album at
I
some
love
point.
deep house and techno.
No, but a deep house and techno pop album.
I don't know
Matt.
what that is.
According to Mixmag, they don't know what the fuck a techno pop album is either.
Right, okay.
Paris Hilton also famously once shouted to a crowd of Indians in Goa. I saw this video, Matt. I don't know if you've seen it. I've heard Goa is literally the Ibiza of India.
Is she going to go it now?
You know what? She's already done it.
All right.
And she's heard it was the Ibiza of India. So
Well, it
Yeah.
is in a way, isn't it?
I don't know if that's true.
No?
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I suppose it is.
It is.
But it's just the way she said it, and she dropped the microphone on the floor and went, "Let's rock this shit." Yeah. Anyway, so
right.
Paris, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen.
You go on.
The island's going downhill. First, we lose Space. Then, it's domino effects. We lose, Hilton.
I mean,
Hilton.
I've never heard a play, a pre-recorded set or a real one.
So that,
Bless her. I think good luck to her.
good luck to her. What's she going to do now?
Well, I mean, anything she wants.
Well, clearly
really.
she's going to be producing techno pop by the looks of it.
I can't wait to hear it, man. All right, we're going to play a tune now, aren't we, Mark?
Yep. Let's do it.
I think we're gonna play our first release. We played the second release we did together on Nano Records last podcast. We're gonna play the first one now. This was released on Iboga Records, and it was a big. Well, for us, it was meant for big summer style progressive dance floors.
Yeah. Basically for festivals, for that kind of perfect moment in festivals where the sun's out and everyone's got cocktails in their hands,
And everyone's hugging each other.
hugging each other and being all.
Yay! All right, this is Mean Sun by Allaby Bedders.
Mean Sun by Allaby and Bedders. Get it now on Beatport. It'll make your partner find you more attractive.
So, what's the date now? What are we on?
It's the 9th.
It's the 9th of February, Matthew.
Woohoo!
Now, what can you tell me a significant day that is coming up?
I'm gonna hazard a guess.
Go on then.
Valentine's Day.
The day of Valentine's.
Yeah, go on.
St. Valentino, as they originally called it. I don't know if that's...
What's wrong with Mark?
Girl trouble, I guess.
Are you a Valentine's Day kind of guy? You and your partner who
I'm not-
remains unnamed?
Believe it or not, Mark, I'm not a huge romantic.
That surprises me, Matthew. It really does. I pictured you as the kind of guy that would take your missus out to a lovely
Sure, but
Italian meal.
might not do it on the actual day prescribed to a card company.
Sure.
Don't know
Yeah,
if that-
absolutely.
I
Yeah.
don't know if that sounds unromantic.
No.
But
I mean, Valentine's Day is a date essentially.
why not do it the day after or the day before?
I agree.
say?
I fully
Or even
agree
the
with
week
you.
before.
If you love your partner, show them every day, guys.
But let's not be down on this wonderful day of the year.
Let's not be down on it.
Okay.
Now, I've found a little thing that maybe you and your lovely fiancée can maybe attend just to mix up.
I would love to hear this.
Do you or have you ever considered going to a taxidermy class?
Now, believe it or not, for Valentines specifically, or
Now,
just in general.
I knew you'd bring this up.
Okay.
Now, taxidermy in general is not a romantic item, Matt.
Just remind me
however,
what taxidermy is again, please,
taxidermy
Mark.
is the process in which animals are
Stuffed.
stuffed and preserved in their original form.
Okay.
Now, this is the Lovebird for Two class with champagne.
Yeah,
Okay.
brilliant.
At the British Institute of Taxidermy.
Now this sounds right up my street.
Now, you will not believe what I'm about to show you. This is a class in which mice or mices are preserved in states of sexual pleasure and, may I dare say it, S&M type positions.
Oh no.
Okay, so here you see we have a mouse in the position which can only be called doggy style or mice.
Mouse style.
Now, that one has got a little ball gag in
Now
its
hang
mouth.
on, what's going on there? Now that's not right, Mark.
I need to see what you're looking at.
Well, it's like you say that there is some kind of Pulp Fiction style.
Yeah. Ball gag. It's called a gimp ball.
Fetch the gimp.
Yeah.
Ball gag.
Yeah.
Well, how do we know these mice are dead in these photographs?
They are
Mark?
dead. Well, this is exactly what I was thinking. I was thinking maybe
Because
they
maybe
were,
someone should call the authorities.
Well, I was thinking there was some kind of little like mouse S&M club in Soho.
Sure.
So that class will cost you and your loved one a grand total of £258 and 75 pence.
So you get, just to be clear here, you get a couple of dead mice at the door when you go in, and a miniature ball gag,
Yeah.
and some tiny suspenders, and a camera, basically.
Yes.
And you get to create
Yes.
a piece of art.
This is a real thing. It's a real thing. February the 11th.
A bunch of sickos.
Yeah, February the 12th, 11 a.m., £258. You will be handed two mice. I don't know if it's
I'm
two.
sorry, only £258?
Yes. Well, and 75 pence.
Right.
You will be taught not only how
That
to
for the ball gag,
how
maybe,
to
the
stuff
75
these
pence.
mice, but plug a little mini mouse ball gag in its mouth, and put them in sort of various states of sexual pleasure.
Well, I mean, I like the item. It's a great feature. I shan't be plugging a mouse.
Fair enough. Well, we'll move on. I've still got some Valentine's.
Great, there's more.
Joy. Oh, absolutely.
Oh my goodness.
Don't
What-
just think we're over here. I've come up with a few things that I guess would be taboo to say on your first date.
Okay, so people who are out, maybe Valentine's first date with a
This is
lady.
it. You know, if you're lucky enough to go on a first date on Valentine's Day.
Maybe I'm the lady on this date.
Well, we've arrived at a lovely restaurant.
Okay.
Maybe I've taken.
Maybe you've ordered for me.
I've ordered for you. I've taken control of the situation.
Sure, because you're
There's-
quite manly.
Well, absolutely. I mean, you're making a joke of this. I am very manly.
Yep.
There's maybe a candle going, maybe a bit of jazz.
Right, lovely.
Jazz? Bit of jazz?
Yeah, sure, jazz.
Bit
Yeah,
of jazz
that's
music.
classic.
What we go for? Italian food?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, Italian food.
The meatballs.
Yes, of course. There's a man who's come to the table. I've ordered a rose. Just to make you feel special.
Nice.
Now, obviously, how would you feel if I would say some of the following things? Is it important to you that you find a man that doesn't cry after sex every time?
Yeah, that's probably one to avoid, right?
Okay. Would you say this is an abnormal amount of belly fluff?
I would say yes,
Okay.
if there is any.
I'm actually a keen collector of Nazi memorabilia.
I've met people who've said that to me.
Yeah.
Not on a date, maybe, but
Occasionally I go to a rally.
a couple of them make trance music.
Yeah. Whoa, what?
That's another
We'll
story.
move on to that one. I like the shape of your skull. Yeah.
Definitely not that one.
Yeah.
I like the shape of your skull, yeah.
How are you finding the night so far? Sorry if I get angry at anyone. I'm incredibly violent.
These are all things you should avoid
To
saying.
avoid. Okay.
Avoid saying. Don't you think?
I mean, I guess so.
Yeah, I would say definitely avoid most of those lines. Maybe, how would we... Okay, so after avoiding those things, maybe how do we finish the evening?
Well, Thank you for asking, Matthew.
Yeah.
I'd probably suggest that we get a taxi back. I'd walk you to your door.
Very nice. And
I'd maybe just walk up the steps.
Yep.
I'm obviously just presuming that we're living in Brooklyn all of a sudden, and not
well, it's very romantic.
not London.
Yeah,
One of
it is
those
a fantasy.
leafy suburbs in Brooklyn. We walk up the steps.
Yeah.
Maybe I hand you the rose that I bought you earlier in the night and look longingly into your eyes.
Yeah.
And maybe just say, I'd like to see your tits. Allaby Bedders.
All right, let's play a track, Mark. So this really is the classic, I guess, of this month's podcast. I'm going to play a bit of Denox and Beckers. Well, actually, the original is by Nick Moir, is it?
Moir. M-U-I-R. Muir.
Nick Moir.
Muir.
Okay.
Yeah, by Denox and Beckers, who are playing at Noisily
Well,
this
it's
year.
Airtight by Nick Moir, and the remix is by Denox and Beckers. And yes, they're playing at Noisily this year, obviously. But this is a bit of a classic. It must be old now, because me and Ans used to play this
Very old.
back in the day at the Glade Festival. An absolute beauty. Let's have a listen.
Oh, hey guys. I didn't see you there. Sorry, you interrupted one of my all-night jacuzzi sessions. Ladies, you're gonna have to leave. Anyway, guys, please sit back and relax and enjoy Allaby Bedders.
Now, Mark, we probably should address the France situation.
Ooh.
So we were supposed to be playing in Paris.
Yeah, we did a whole thing on Paris. With,
We really did, didn't we? We went quite
yeah.
over the top with last podcast.
French music playing in the background. I did a tour.
And
guide.
we were, the day before we were supposed to fly out, I didn't realise this club is on a boat.
No, neither of us knew that bateau is boat.
Batterfly, is it really?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. I'm an idiot. I didn't know that until just now. Until you said it.
Well, Nico Moonquake. Hi, Nico.
Hi, Nico.
Introduced me to a bit of French and told me, he was like, of course, bateau means boat.
You idiot.
You idiot. You fucking idiot.
So basically, the day before we were supposed to fly out, the boat sank or something. I don't know what
It didn't
happened.
sink.
No?
It's an iconic nightclub in
Right,
Paris.
but there was a lot of floods. The water rose, and something happened with the club.
Yeah, the banks burst and like the baguettes were.
Baguettes were floating down the river.
Is this going to annoy people in Paris?
I'll just edit that
That
out.
we said- yeah.
Maybe.
No, don't. Definitely don't. No,
Okay.
it's fine.
So yeah, there was a major situation.
Yeah.
And
We couldn't play.
We couldn't, but the good news is we've rescheduled the gig.
Yay.
So we're still coming to Paris.
To be fair, I'm a bit happier because it's going to be a bit warmer when we play
Right.
out there. Because if it's on a fucking boat, like we're going to want to go out in our t-shirt, have a little cheeky fag.
Well, we're not going to be sunbathing, mate.
I'm not sunbathing,
On
but
the
like,
deck.
I might want to go out for a quick cigarette, you know,
I got you.
in mildly warm Parisian air.
Yeah, so it'd be lovely. So we've rescheduled it for the 6th of April. And more details to follow, I guess, because we don't have them yet.
No, we don't. But pretty much the same party, but in April.
In April. We're not sure if it's on a boat yet.
It will be. From what I gather, it's on a different boat.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Yay.
Maybe a slightly smaller boat, annoyingly. but
Well, you know, fine.
more intimate.
We'll make it work.
What
What are you doing?
That's the Navy song.
French Navy?
No, English.
Why are you doing the English
I
Navy?
don't know. We're English and we're going on the water.
So yeah, look out in social media, I guess, for the new information on that. Allaby Bedders in Paris.
The good news is, in the last podcast, we suggested that maybe you cancelled your flights to
Yes.
Origin Festival after we played Tongue and Groove. Hi, Tongue and Groove boys. Yeah, we suggested that you maybe cancelled your flights to the...
in jest, of course.
in jest to the so we apologise if anyone actually did.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No one did, though.
No.
I'm one of the characters that Tom Hardy plays. Probably the one that has the Cray brothers on it. You know, the one where he sounds like he's got a lot of cake in his mouth. Now, I'm listening to Allaby Bedders in bits. It's helping taking the edge off, you know.
Okay, so we got a track coming up from one of the all-time legends, Perfect Stranger, on the much-anticipated album 11 to celebrate 11 years of him being Perfect Stranger.
I haven't heard this yet.
No, exactly. Well, it only came out last week, as far as I know. This track is a track called Easy, and it's been remixed by Sfera. It's out on Iboga Records. Yeah, it's a beastie. Enjoy.
Allaby and Bedders. Surprisingly short when you meet them.
That's the end of another podcast, Mark.
Yeah, mate. Did it.
Next show, we're going to do a Noisily special.
Yep.
Hopefully have some great interviews from people that are playing at the party.
Yeah, well, we've got a couple lined up.
Say who it is.
I'm not going to say it,
Let's
but
keep it under wraps because
let's just say
it's going to be exciting.
Tune in if you want to hear the voices of other people other than us that are good.
I mean, why wouldn't you?
Exactly.
All
More
right.
humour and music.
Well, let's put some plugs out before we get off then.
Get your plugs out.
So, Bedders is Facebook at Bedders Music, SoundCloud, Bedders_music, Further Progressions at Further Prog. Allaby, that's me. Facebook and Instagram is at Allaby Music. SoundCloud is just Allaby. And that's it, really. Let's finish off the show with a tune, please, Mark. What are we going to play, mate?
Okay, so we've got a little treat in store sent to me today from Gandalf Caballero, who Further Progressions released a couple of tracks of recently in the past couple of years, alongside his label boss, Rolls. The track is called Of the Year.
Thanks for listening. See you in bits. So, you know, the company SpaceX, they basically now fly rockets into space because NASA gave up.
I literally didn't know that.
Okay, so let's start at the beginning.
Okay.
Elon Musk bought PayPal. Do you know who Elon Musk is?
I don't.
Okay. Elon...
What the fuck?
I'm so happy I have you as my best friend.